Hey brothers, I wanted to talk a minute today about encouragement. My grandfather, my mom's dad, was my father figure in my life. My father was not around. He was not an encourager. He was oftentimes exactly the opposite of an encourager. My dog's running around back there. He taught me a lot of great things, don't get me wrong, and I don't fault him for the way that he raised me. He did the best that he could with what he knew how to work with and how he was raised. He taught me a lot of great things, a lot of good, ethical, sound principles. But he also taught me a lot of things that it's taken me over a half a century to unlearn, and I'm still working on that process in some of those areas. But one of the things that was common for him, and I think I see it in other men, is that we try to encourage by discouraging or to have a negative, not sure what the word is, negative impact on someone by making them feel less, and that would somehow challenge them to do more. If I tell someone that they can never do something, that they're not good enough to do something, then that would somehow challenge them to be the absolute best and to accomplish that goal. And that works with a lot of people. In fact, it's worked with me a few times in my life. But I don't think that that's the best way that we as men, particularly as Christian brothers, should be treating each other. I think we should be encouraging. We talk about iron sharpens iron, the scripture, iron sharpens iron. We don't necessarily always sharpen each other. We think that by dulling each other or injuring each other, that we are somehow sharpening one another, and I don't think that's the case. I have never been highly motivated by someone who was negative toward me. I don't mind constructive criticism. You probably don't either. However, what I need from the good solid men and friends and brothers in my life is to be encouraged and to be lifted up in those times when I'm down. And we as men often do not do that. In fact, we feel awkward or uncomfortable if someone isn't themselves. So we in turn also play the role of everything's okay quite often when everything's not okay. And we have to get away from this idea that I have to be okay all the time, that I have to always be the rock, I have to always be the strong one. You don't. You're a human being and you have issues just like everyone else. And in a circle like we have, for example, there's no reason that we can't share those things. There's no reason to be embarrassed about it. There's no reason to be concerned that someone else in the group is going to go share that with someone, because if they do, they won't be in the group for very long. We need to encourage one another in as many ways as we can. We need to be positive about it, and we really do need to sharpen each other. That's why this group was started, and that's why we're here. So just a thought for the day, 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 9, encourage one another, lift each other up. And I think that's what we should do. Don't forget, we're meeting again this Wednesday night. Look forward to see everybody there.